Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
From Homestead Media, this is HHS In-Depth.
Now on HHS In-Depth, we'll take a look at the new 3 Seals Diploma.
Plus, you'll learn about the upcoming ILearn government test.
And we'll tell you everything about this year's plan of releasing the yearbook prior to the end of the school year.
I'll be in later on to let you know if this end of the week warm-up will continue on for the weekend.
And I'll get you caught up on Spartan Spring Sports in Down to the Wire.
All that and so much more
coming up today on HHS In-Depth.
Hello, Homestead. It's Friday, April 24th, and thank you for joining us today on HHS In-Depth. I'm Emma Munoz.
And I'm Bella Cook. And Emma, there's only 5 weeks left of school, and the senioritis is really getting to me. I cannot wait for graduation.
Oh my gosh, it's been such an emotional roller coaster, but it all will be rewarding once I have that diploma in my hand. After years of using the same diploma structure across Indiana high schools, the State Department of Education is introducing a new system starting with the class of 2029, the 3 Seals Diploma. Reporter Olivia Butler explains how Homestead is preparing for the change and what this new diploma will mean for students.
For the freshman class of 2029 and those in following, they will have the new 3 Seals Diploma that focuses on earning 3 distinct seals by the time they graduate: enrollment, employment, and enlistment. Homestead counselors have been tasked with implementing this new change to the freshmen and already setting their next few years in motion.
Really, when we're talking through with the freshmen, we're really talking about don't necessarily pay attention to the name of these seals, because you can still go to college with an enlistment seal. You can still get a job with enrollment seal. So more so, let's decide what you want to do. Let us help you kind of navigate that, and then we'll get a seal along the way.
The 3 seals are very similar to the current graduation paths. The enrollment path is just like graduating with academic honors. Employment follows closely with Core 40, but enlistment is the only one new to Homestead. Homestead will also introduce a new class called Intro to Public Services for students following the enlistment path, hoping for any type of leadership role such as firefighting, EMT, public service, military, and more. Students will be able to change their seal path throughout high school or even earn more than 1 seal.
Pros, I think it kind of hit fast, is you have to have 1 less PE credit. I know that's a huge one for so many kids. So still having that flexibility of not when you pick one and you have to go for the 4 years on it, being able to kind of navigate that on a student by student basis and what you guys want to do in your future. That's going to be the biggest pro to any type of diploma change, as long as we can still be flexible and really make it about the student and what they want to do.
If you have any questions regarding the new 3 Seals Diploma, you can reach out to a Homestead counselor. Olivia Butler, HHS In-Depth.
And now we go beyond Homestead.
Over the past few weeks, Coachella, one of the biggest music festivals in the world, has taken over both California and social media. Many fans say this year's festival is bringing back strong 2016 vibes, with much of the attention centered around Justin Bieber, with some fans dubbing it Bieberchella. During the event, Bieber revived his iconic One Less Lonely Girl moment, bringing a fan on stage in a clip that quickly went viral. That fan turned out to be Billie Eilish, a self-proclaimed superfan, creating a full-circle pop culture moment that has fans buzzing online. In local news, the Comets closed out their regular season Sunday night with a 4-3 win over the Kalamazoo Wings, clinching their first division title since 2016. Fort Wayne jumped out to an early lead with Austin Mangera scoring twice, but the Wings battled back to force overtime. With just 5 minutes remaining in OT, Josh Bloom scored the game winner against his former team. The Comets also handed out their end-of-season awards, with Mangera earning MVP honors. Stick around, more HHS In-Depth is coming up next.
April is Autism Awareness Month, a time dedicated to raising awareness and celebrating the strengths of individuals on the autism spectrum. It is an opportunity to encourage acceptance and support for people in our schools and communities. 1 in 36 children are identified with autism, and Autism Awareness Month was first introduced by President Ronald Reagan in 1988 and continues to remind people of the importance of kindness, respect, and inclusion for everyone. Let's use this month as a reminder to be more understanding and inclusive. Welcome back to HHS In-Depth.
It's time to recognize this month's winners of the Student Spartan Spirit Award for those who go the extra mile to show school spirit. Each month, teachers submit nominations and winners are announced right here on the show. Congratulations to this month's 6 winners: Connor, Kenda, Kennedy, Elijah, Evan, and Casey. Don't forget to stop by the main office to pick up your award. And teachers, keep those nominations coming for our last month of the year.
At a faculty meeting earlier this week in the Gray Box, Homestead teachers and staff were welcomed by the jazz band before Principal Mr. Swinford announced the 2025-26 Homestead Teacher of the Year, Performing Arts teacher Mr. Witzegruder.
I think it's super awesome. I think the kids are awesome. We just have a good time every day with each other, and being able to do that with the kids and have amazing staff that I work with. So it's awesome.
Mr. Witzegruder leads multiple band programs, earning both local and national recognition while inspiring students with his mantra, "It's fun to be good." He will now move on to represent Homestead in the Sacs District Teacher of the Year selection, which will be announced in May.
Students, for the first time in years, Homestead's yearbook will be arriving in the spring, giving you the chance to sign each other's books before summer break. Distribution tickets will be handed out next week from Monday, April 27th through Friday, May 1st to students who have purchased a yearbook.
For the first time ever, we are using a ticket system to distribute yearbooks, and there are 2 cover variants that students are able to choose from. There are tickets for students who got individualized covers, and during 5th period, your teachers will hand out these tickets. Seniors will pick up their yearbooks on the 15th, and the rest of the grades will pick up their yearbooks from the 18th to 22nd. The cover of your choice is a first come, first served basis, so make sure you have your ticket and student ID when you pick them up. And if you forget your ID, you can have your email pulled up on your phone too, and teachers will set aside time before finals weeks for students to sign books.
If you haven't ordered one yet, you can still purchase a copy at yearbookforever.com. A limited number of books remain, so make sure to order yours before the May 1st deadline.
On Wednesday, April 29th, during first period, any student who previously took United States Government in fall 2025 or earlier will need to complete the ILearn end-of-course assessment. Students who received an email from Mr. Zwers should report directly to the cafeteria and not attend the regular first period class that morning.
For the juniors and seniors, ILearn will be a mostly, looks like multiple choice question. This is a test that has existed for quite some time, but was always optional. The state says that the average test time takes about 35 to 50 minutes, depending on the student. For the students that have already taken government, they will all take that on the same day, and that's coming up pretty quickly. The students who are currently in government will take it in May.
If you have any questions or need to confirm whether you are required to test, please contact Mr. Zvers at the email address shown below.
Last week, Homestead's Key Club welcomed Emily Thomas from Audrey's Comfort Totes to learn more about mental health while helping assemble tote bags filled with items to support those in need.
It is a nonprofit that my daughter and I started to create mental health comfort tote bags. So in the bags, we have items of comfort and distraction for those who are in a mental health crisis.
Visit the website shown below to learn more about the initiative or to donate, with all proceeds going towards additional tote bags.
The Homestead Spring Arts Gallery wrapped up this week, showcasing student artwork from throughout the school year. The public was invited to a special viewing Wednesday night held alongside the annual HHS Coffee House, where the community came together to celebrate student creativity.
We had students of all ages show up, and also their families. The families of the performers also came up, but also just people from the community, and it was really great to see the large turnout today. We had singers, we had people that played instruments, we had a jazz combo, we had people performing magic today. So it was nice to see the variety and also all of the talent that Homestead has.
All students are required to complete Graduation Pathways modules throughout their 4 years of high school, but many don't fully understand their importance or the consequences of falling behind.
Why are they important? Obviously, we want to make sure our students are ready and prepared for life beyond high school. Again, whether that's college or the job market, we want to make sure that they have the employability skills, collaboration, communication, teamwork, all of those things that employers, colleges, commitment, all of those things that those future employers are looking for in a prospective employee.
While their importance is clear, many students may still be unfamiliar with what graduation pathways actually are.
It's basically reflecting on your life in high school so far, whether it's freshman year, sophomore year, junior, senior year, group work, jobs outside of school, service-based things, volunteering, basically anything reflective that you can think back on college and career type things. They basically want to know, are our students ready for the next step in life, whether that next step be college or career.
Completing these pathways is essential, as failing to do so can lead to missed opportunities.
Well, graduation pathways, there's two really big things, and one of those is it is a graduation requirement that the state of Indiana has put forth. So all students do have to complete it each year. It is something that is required for your high school diploma. And seniors, of course, it's important that you get it done before Graduation Activities Day so that you can participate in Graduation Activities Day.
Be sure to stay on top of your modules so you don't miss out on important milestones and experiences during your high school career.
Soda Club hosted an American Red Cross blood drive this past Monday in the Gray Box, bringing together students and staff for an afternoon of giving back. The event organizer said the turnout was great and will make a meaningful impact for those in need.
Last week, Homestead junior Channing Zyrath won the Grow Allen Personal Branding Competition. She was recognized by former principal and superintendent Dr. Gender for her winning design and received a $500 prize.
My design is called The Overlap, and it's called that because my message was to be able to connect with others and then also have a bond and be able to minister to what they need and find the overlaps.
Emma, I keep reminiscing about spring break. I wish that those warm temps would have followed me home.
I sadly didn't go anywhere, but I've been hoping for Fort Wayne to warm up sometime soon. Joining us now in the studio is weather reporter Kinley Sugar to tell us what we can expect.
Well, Emma, I didn't go anywhere for spring break either, so I could not agree more. To start the weekend, today brings the warmest temperatures with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 53. However, that warm weather will be interrupted by a late afternoon storm. As we head into the weekend, Friday's rain cools things down slightly, with Saturday reaching a high of 70 degrees and an overnight low of 46. Sunday looks very similar, with a high of 69 and a low of 50, along with sunny skies and a light breeze. Overall, it's shaping up to be a great weekend for outdoor activities, and hopefully we'll see similar conditions next weekend for prom. Kinley Sugar, HHS In-Depth.
Thank you, Kinley, for filling us in on this weekend's forecast.
Stick around, more HHS In-Depth is still to come, including an all-new Down to the Wire with Braxton Hall coming up next.
Homestead's 2026 Prom is just around the corner, happening next Saturday, May 2nd at the Grand Wind Center. The theme is At Last I See the Light. Don't forget to purchase your tickets for this exciting high school tradition. Available to juniors and seniors for $35 at all lunches next week and $40 at the door. Time is running out, so make sure you don't miss this opportunity.
Next week, reporter Olivia Butler has a story behind the scenes of the Mary Poppins musical, going into the things you wouldn't get to see. Be sure to catch that story and more next week on HHS In-Depth.
Welcome back to Down to the Wire as spring sports are now in full swing. I'm Braxton Hall. Let's start things off with track and field, as last Saturday both our girls and boys competed in the Marion Relays. The boys had 5 first-place finishes, while the girls had 7 podium-topping performances of their own. Both teams will be back in action starting tonight at 6 p.m. at Carmel. In other action, last weekend our baseball team fell 7-4 to Zionsville. The loss dropped the Spartans' record at the time to 8-4, and despite the defeat, the Spartans remain ranked in the top 10 in the state. Their next game will be tomorrow with a doubleheader against South Bend John Adams with a start time of 11 a.m. Staying on the diamond, on Tuesday our softball team took down 6th ranked in 2A South Adams by a final score of 9-5. The win pushed the girls' record to 3-1, and their next game is tomorrow morning here at home against Northrop. In other action, the boys' volleyball team took down Carroll on Tuesday by a score of 3-1. The win moved the Spartans' record to 11-5, and this weekend they will be in Fishers for tournament action in the Midwest Battle. Out on the golf course, the boys' golf team competed in the Holiday Farms Invite on Tuesday, where they finished second of the 3 teams. Landon Snyder was the leader of the Spartans' charge with a 3-over par 75. The boys will be back in action tomorrow morning at Sandy Pines Golf Course. Finally, on Tuesday, the 21st ranked girls tennis team began their season with a 5-0 victory against Leo. The Spartans won every varsity match in straight sets to begin their season 1-0. After a rainout on Wednesday, they will be back at it against Carmel tomorrow morning. And now, before we go, it's time to reveal today's male and female Spartan athletes of the week. Nearly every week we have a show. We will select 2 winners from a current sport, and the winners can pick up their prize from the athletics office. Congratulations to this week's winners. From the girls lacrosse team, McKenna Wendeland, and from boys golf, Landon Snyder. McKenna has consistently worked hard all season on attack and stepped up to facilitate successful plays. She scored 7 goals against Lawrence North and played a significant role in setting up others. Meanwhile, in cold, wet, and windy conditions, Landon shot a 3-under-68 at Stonehenge in Warsaw to finish 6 shots ahead of second place out of 196 golfers. Congratulations to both of you and all Spartan athletes with big performances over the past few weeks. That'll do it for this edition of Down to the Wire. Good luck to all of our Spartan athletes in competition this weekend. You can stay up to date with all Homestead sports by following Homestead Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. Bella and Emma, back to you.
Thank you, Braxton, and thank you all for watching our show today.
Make sure to follow our socials to keep up with the latest news from Homestead Media.
We look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of HHS In-Depth.
Enjoy your weekend, Homestead.